And welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
And up first this evening, the Jamaica Fire Brigade says it's providing psychological support for firefighters who were on the scene of Sunday's deadly blaze in Walkerswood, St. Anne.
Now, the intervention has become necessary given the emotional and psychological impact on the team.
Anthony Lugg reports.
The gruesome scenes in Cottage District on Sunday will forever be etched in the minds of the firefighters in St. Anne who responded to the incident. 3 children, ages 7, 4, and 2, perished in the blaze despite their best efforts. And now, some firefighters are grappling with their emotions.
It does have an impact on them. And even though we encourage them not to necessarily get attached to these incidents because of the impact it can have, it's very difficult for them to really detach themselves from it.
The first responders often run to the rescue of victims, but it appears some of them are in need of being rescued. Experts have been providing psychological support to the men and women in St. Anne since Sunday. Psychiatrist Dr. Sophia Longmore explained that the firefighters could be struggling with a number of symptoms to include anxiety, which could progress to post-traumatic stress disorder.
They probably will have symptoms related to anxiety, as I mentioned, and just a traumatic reaction. Things like insomnia, flashbacks, reliving, hypervigilance, being easily startled, scared, frightened, avoidance, trying to avoid similar situations.
Psychologist Dr. Lakim Simaj says oftentimes persons in these traumatic situations question what they could have done differently.
They identify with them as family because they may have children of the same age, and this intense personal emotion makes it very hard for them to distance themselves from it. There's also a feeling of helplessness. What in their training that they could have done to help to prevent these issues?
While first responders grapple with these symptoms, the nature of the job requires them to show up for work the following day and possibly respond to similar situations. It's why Commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Stuart Beckford, says continuous support is provided.
If they are not mentally stable, it presents a risk, not just to themselves, but to the community that we serve. And so that is the significance of it all. So we have to make sure, as far as practicable, put them in a state of readiness to come back to work tomorrow, to carry on the arduous task of firefighting.
But in the midst of all the doom and gloom, experts say with intervention, there's hope.
Ultimately, it enhances their performance once they can be debriefed and release the psychological energies that come from these kind of events.
We can explore how to use such an event to actually grow from it in a positive way. Individuals do have that capacity.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.